Hello children, we will study the geography lesson drainage. In this you are going to study two rivers, the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. First we will see the Himalayan rivers. Himalayan rivers are Indus, Ganga and the Brahmaputra. These Himalayan rivers now in detail we will study in map. Now we will study about the Himalayan rivers. The major Himalayan rivers are Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. These are the three major Himalayan rivers. These rivers are long and joined by many large and important tributaries. A river along with its tributaries may be called a river system. Now we will see the Indus River system. The river Indus rises in Tibet. Here, it rises in Tibet near Lake Mansarovar. Flowing westward, it enters India in the Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir, and then it goes into the here Pakistan. Understood? And the rivers like the Satluj, Ravi, Chenab and Jhelum, all these rivers join together to enter the Indus River in Mithankot in Pakistan. Then finally this river enters into the Arabian Sea. Understood? Like this. The Indus plain has a very gentle slope with a total length of 2900 km. The Indus is one of the longest river of the world. A little over a third of the Indus basin is located in India. Understood? And the states of Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and the rest is in Pakistan. Now the second river system is the Ganga river system. The Ganga river system, this one. Understood? Now here we will see from where it originates. The head water of the Ganga called Bhagirathi is fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by Alkananda at Dev Prayag in Uttarakhand. At Haridwar, the Ganga emerges from the mountains to the plain from here Uttarakhand. The Ganga is joined by many tributaries from the Himalayas. The Yamuna, now we will see the river Yamuna. This river Yamuna rises from Yamunetri glacier, this Yamuna river, in the Himalayas. It flows parallel with the Ganga river and then it meets the Ganga at Allahabad. The Ghagra, this one, the Gandak, Kosi, all these rise in the Nepal Himalayas. They are the rivers which flood part of the northern plains every year. The main tributaries which come from the peninsular uplands are Chambal, the Betwa, the Son. All these rivers rise from the semi-arid areas, have shorter courses and do not carry much water in them. Enlarged with the water from its right and left bank tributaries, the Ganga flows eastward, this side, eastward, Itil Farak in West Bengal. This is the northernmost point of the Ganga delta. The river bifurcates here. The Bhagirathi Hooghly flows southward through the deltic plain to the Bay of Bengal. Here. Understood? Like this. The main stream flows southward into the Bangladesh and is joined by Brahmaputra. Further downstream, it is known as Meghna. This mighty river, with water from the Ganga and Brahmaputra, flows into the of Bengal. The delta formed by this river is known as Sundarban Delta. Now children, see the Brahmaputra river system. Brahmaputra river rises in the Tibet east of Mansarovar lake, very close to the source of Indus, and it is slightly longer than the Indus, and it flows eastward parallel to the Himalayas like this, and where it goes on reaching the Namcha, it takes a U-turn and enters India in Arunachal Pradesh through a gorge. Here it is called Dihang and it is joined by Dibang and many river tributaries to form the Brahmaputra in Assam. In Tibet, the river carries a small volume of water and less sleet as it is a cold and dry area. In India, it passes through a region of high rainfall, means this area. Here the river carries a large volume of water and considerable amount of sleet. The Brahmaputra had a braided channel in its entire length in Assam and formed many riverine islands. Understood? Like this. And in this way, then the river overflows its bank, causing widespread devastation due to flood in Assam and Bangladesh. Unlike other Indian rivers, the Brahmaputra is marked by the huge deposit of slits on its beds, causing the river bed to rise. And in this way, then finally the Brahmaputra, where it goes into the Bay of Bengal. We will see the peninsular rivers. The main water divide in peninsular India is formed by the Western Ghat, this side, Western Ghat, which runs from the north to south close to the western coast. Most of the major rivers of the peninsula, such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri, flow eastwards and drain into the Bay of Bengal. Now we will see one by one rivers. First we will see the Narmada basin. Now this is the Narmada river. Here Narmada river. The Narmada rises in the Amarkantak hills in Madhya Pradesh. It flows the west in a rift valley formed due to faulting. On its way to the sea, the Narmada creates many picturesque locations. The marble rocks near Jabalpur, where the Narmada flows through a deep gorge, and Duhadar Falls, where the river plunges over steep rocks, are some of the notable ones. All the tributaries of the Narmada are very short, and most of these join the main stream at right angles. The Narmada basin covers the parts of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Then we will see the Tapi. The Tapi river rises in the Baitul district of Madhya Pradesh. It flows in a rift valley parallel to Narmada. See here this. and then this river, it covers a part of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. The coastal plain between Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea are very narrow. Hence the coastal rivers are short. The main waste river flowing are Sabarmati, then the Mahi, Bhartapuza and Periyar. Now we will study about the Godavari basin. And all of you see this Godavari. Godavari is the largest peninsular river. It rises from the Western Ghat in the Nashik district of Maharashtra. Its length is about 1500 km. It drains into the Bay of Bengal. Its drainage system is also the largest among the peninsular river. The basin covers part of Maharashtra, then the Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and the Godavari is joined by a number of tributaries such as Vardha, Penganga. All these rivers join, and then finally where it goes into the Bay of Bengal here. It is also called as a Dakshin Ganga. Now all of you see the Mahanadi river. This one. Mahanadi rises in the highland of Chhattisgarh. It flows through Odisha to reach the Bay of Bengal. The length of the river is 860 km and it shared by Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. Now children, all of you see the Krishna river. This side. Here. The Krishna river springs near Mahabaleshwar. Where is Mahabaleshwar? Mahabaleshwar is in Maharashtra. It flows about 1400 km and reaches where? Into the Bay of Bengal. The Tungabhadra, Koyna, Ghatprabha, Musi and Bhima are some of the tributaries. Then the Kaveri basin. Now see the Kaveri basin. Here, this side. Kaveri rises in the Brahmagiri range of the Western Ghat and it reaches the Bay of Bengal. In south of Kudlur in Tamil Nadu. Total length of the river is 760 km. Its main tributaries are Amravati, Bhavani, Hemavati and Kabini. Its basin drains parts of Karnataka, Kerala and the Nadu area. Understood? So like these are the two major river system. Which one? The Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers.